Hello, everybody. I hope you've been keeping well. Just letting you guys know, I am not dead. I've just been extremely busy, and I have gotten, painting work done, but I've just been too kind of busy with life and everything to really post a video. So here is my kind of latest update on my kind of winter challenge I've been working on for my Seleucids, basically to finish off that project by January 1st, at least, for some time. I kind of, been working on this army for years. I just don't want to work on it anymore next year. I want to get all the stuff that I bought done. So yeah, this is for my Imperial Seleucid successor army. I've got 3 units done. Since I've seen you all last, and the last unit I'm well on the way to completing. So let me give you a quick run through on what I've been working on. So first up, we have the General Antiochus. So this force is for the Battle of Magnesia. I think I've mentioned that before, but we've got Antiochus here. I think I actually had him painted in my last video. I'm not sure if I really showed him off, but he's based. Of course, I'm missing the static grass, which I will be getting very soon, so I can actually grass this whole army up. This is an Aventine. Pretty much all the figures here are Aventine with some exceptions, but yeah, we got an Aventine here. All right. So yeah, I like to do them on these little half bases, which a lot of you have seen for commanders for the to the strongest rules and other rule sets as well, but that is just so they can just slot right onto the front of a unit because these, Macedonians and successors, they always led from the front. They led the cavalry from the front. So that's kind of why I do that, to kind of show that they're part of the unit, leading the unit. So next force up, and I kind of showed these guys off a little bit in my last video, are the cataphracts. Super heavily armored, and I wanted to make kind of a deeper formation than I usually do for cavalry. I do think cavalry look better in 2 ranks rather than 1 rank, but with the size grid I use for my mass battle rules, having 2 ranks can kind of mess it up a little bit, but just because of the depth, because technically you should be able to have 2 full regular units fit in a box. But I really wanted to convey the kind of depth and mass that these units had. So here they are in all their glory. And in the rules, they're actually very tough. These are tough troops, but they're kind of slow for cavalry. Basically, I'm going to field these as veteran cataphracts, so they're saving on a 5+ out of 10, which is a pretty high save. And then furthermore, they've got additional modifiers as well against things like shooting. So these are, tough troops to kill. They're armed with lances, which makes them really hard hitting on the offensive. Where they're weak is if they want to move fast, like regular cavalry, they run the risk of being disordered, which kind of reflects the historical reality of these troops. They were only strong as long as they kind of maintained their formation, and they were kind of prone to sometimes being thrown out of formation, which actually happened at Magnesia and kind of resulted in their defeat on one wing of the army. But on the other wing of the army, they actually were able to, basically run over an entire Roman legion without it being much of a speed bump at all. So, you have a kind of dichotomy with these troops. They can be either this like sledgehammer steamroller, or they can be thrown into disorder and defeated by lighter armed opponents. So the next unit we have up here, this is my second unit of these guys for the Seleucid army, and I think I'll probably show off the whole army after Christmas. But these are some of these. I didn't paint all of these figures. I painted this for this challenge. I painted 3 of the figures for this challenge, and then the other 3 were formerly a command base, but I decided to rebase them to be part of this unit so I could make up another full unit. And these guys, you know, they're pretty heavy hitting, but they don't suffer the kind of maneuverability penalties that the cataphracts do, but they aren't as resilient to archery, basically. They don't have those save modifiers, and they don't have, you know, quite as good as a base save. They save on a 6, but they're faster. They've got the lancers still, so they punch pretty hard. So all in all, pretty good troops. Yeah, and these figures and the cataphracts are Aventines again. I love the Aventine stuff. I just cannot, you know, get enough of them. And I probably should have I probably should have done his mask in silver like the other troops, but whatever. All right. So next we have the War Elephant, and this is the last thing that I really painted to completion, and I kind of, you know, cut some corners, shall we say, with this unit just to get it done. And so yeah, it's elephant with, you know, supporting light infantry. I think the blanket actually came out really well. I think that looks good. The armor looks sweet. Don't look too closely at some of the other parts, like the crew members, because they, you know, I kind of cut the corners with those figures for sure. I love the guy in the elephant's trunk. As soon as I saw that on the website, I was like, I knew I had to get that. Oh, yeah, there's a little mistake where the howdah meets the blanket. I'm just seeing that right now. The mahouts, you know, the drivers, they would actually import these guys from India. The elephants, of course, too, were imported from India for the Seleucids. Often as a part of like treaty negotiations, they'd get a bunch of elephants, and you know, of course, you got to protect your elephants with a bunch of skirmishers. And you know, once I get my static grass, I'll be able to blend those guys in better with the base. You know, make the base look a little better. But yeah, this elephants are definitely an essential part of the Imperial Seleucid force. They were there at Magnesia, and after Magnesia, the Romans made them, you know, kill all their elephants, basically, give up the elephants. So the next thing we're kind of working on here, all the way back to finish up this army, for now anyways, are the Thureophori, and actually these guys are a mix of Aventine and Victrix and Wargames Foundry, and they're in various stages of completion. I've got about 25 of them. They are kind of the theme for these guys, and I'm going to talk about these more when they're actually finished, but they're supposed to be, you know, mercenaries who have served in Italy. But yeah, that's for another video. And I want to end things quickly with a shout out to White Skulls Wargaming, who I've linked in the description. So this is the first kind of shout out I've given, and I wanted to give this guy a shout out because I stumbled on his channel a few weeks ago, and I've been kind of following his progress, and he's doing these he's doing massive armies, 28 mil Victrix armies. He's kind of doing the Total War video games recreated. So that is a really cool project, which, you know, you should definitely check it out. As for this channel, this video is already kind of going on to 10 minutes, a little too long, but some little updates. So once I get this, all this stuff done, I'm going to, well, the Seleucid stuff project wrapped up, you know, I'm going to be talking about new stuff coming for 2021, you know, and do kind of a New Year's theme project. Not sure if I'm going to have another video up before January 1st. Depends. I mean, these guys, I really need to get them finished before December 1st, but I might not, January 1st, but I might not make the video until, January. But hopefully got a lot more stuff coming in 2021. But yeah, I'll introduce that at the proper time. So thanks for watching. I hope you're having a okay time right now. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. And see y'all soon. Take care.